Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. I'm going to bring you this review this afternoon on this cook set I have. And I kind of struggled a little bit with this review and how to really do it. And the reason is I could have easily done a separate review on this pack. I could have done a separate review on some of the contents involved in this kit. I could have done a separate review on some of the modifications that I've done to a few items in here. So I'm going to try encompassing everything together in one video. So these are some things, and you can look at it in a few different ways, but I'm hoping that you'll understand as I go through the review. So what exactly is the pack, and what does it contain, and so forth? The pack you see here is a Condor pack, and it has MOLLE around the sides. Has a MOLLE attachment so you can attach it to your pack. It also has rings here on either side that you could wear it with a shoulder style strap. However, this does not come with a shoulder strap when you get it. Has some MOLLE on the front for added attachment, has some Velcro at the top. It has a section here on the top where you can actually run a water bladder system into this for a canteen. This is their water bottle holder is what it's sold under, and come in different colors and so forth. Again, if you follow my channel, you know I'm a fairly big advocate of Condor gear as far as the quality they bring for the price point. So I'm going to start by showing you what's in my kit and why I do it. So let's look a little bit what's in the kit. So I'm going to show you what's in here first in the top part. Alright, so you have a canteen, metal stainless. And I may have to come off camera to get some of this out just because of trying to get a hold of it, guys. I'm going to try doing most of it on camera, but you have to work with me just a moment because it does nest inside of here like that. So let me get this out next, and then I'll show you the rest. So you have this there. And then one last thing in that bottom piece. Alright. So then you have a stainless cup. So this goes into there, that goes into there, and it all nests inside the bag. So what are these pieces? I bought this on a site on eBay. A guy had a survival style business, survival prepping style business, camping business, and I bought this off of his website. This has been done before on YouTube as far as similar setups. However, I've always told you, if I feel like I've made some improvements, that's what I want to showcase and show you within my videos. So no sense in rehashing kind of what everybody else has already done or somebody else has already done unless I feel like I made improvements. So you can research on YouTube this some of these items here, because some of the clean canteens or the Nalgene bottles also fit in this. You'll have to research it to see. This right here is the Stanley cook set, and this right here is one this happens to be a Gsi Outdoor Cup Stainless that everybody's seen this similar style. I will tell you, I have checked, guys. Walmart makes a very similar cup to this that's about $5, and it also works in this nesting setup. So if you want to get the one at Walmart, I've already bought one and tried it. It does work. So where did I make my improvements? And let me go ahead and finish opening this pack here and what all I have in here. So get your pack open, and I have the lid. I have these. I have those. I have the handle that goes on the, and I have an Esbit stove. So that's the pack, and we'll put it back there out of the way here a minute. So I'm going to show you a few different things I'm gonna try working with this camera the best I can. So where did I make improvements, and what did I do different than some of the other videos and reviewers out there? All right, so I really like this, and I've used it for quite a while, and I like it. And everybody knows that you have the handle. If you watch the other reviews, this handle goes in here and it's removable. Okay, so to make it more easier to remove, I ground off a little bit of this material so you can get it in and out easier. First thing I did. All right, so you don't have to ground off a lot, just a little bit. Makes it just a little bit easier to take on and off. So what else did I do? I drilled one hole here and one hole here. What did I do that for? Well, I'm going to show you. If you know what these are fish spreaders. They actually, when you catch a fish, the fish is down here and you're trying to get the hook out, you would stick this in his mouth, let it go. It holds his mouth open while you get the hook out. So these can now be stuck in those holes, and now I have a bail system that I can suspend this over a fire if I choose to do that. And it also can be used just as a simple handle, moving it around. However, I wanted to utilize the lid. So what did I do? If you look very closely, I took and made a notch in this side, and I made a notch in this side. So why did I do that? Is because I can line the notches up with these holes here, and now I can come in here and I'll show you. You have to, on my particular system, you have to put this on first, and then I can put the lid on and still use it, just like that. So I can still have the ability to use the lid and be able to use the bail system. All right, so that's a couple mods. I also, this right here, if you know this Stanley cook set, this came with a little plastic grab handle here, and I took it off and I put a split ring, which is similar, same thing as what you would have your keys on. And if you look, it's up in that position, so it's easy to get a hold of, right? Well, now I can fold it down also by just simply sticking it about halfway through in the split. Now you could bring it all the way through if you choose, and it just kind of flops around. Me personally, I like doing it this way, where I can pull this back through just a little bit, about halfway, and now I can use it in that position or the down position, and it doesn't really rattle that much. Okay, so there's kind of my complete system. Now, one of the things I like about these little Esbit stoves, this is one that I've bought and hadn't used yet. You can put your fuel cubes in there. This setup sits just like that on there. It actually, let me make sure I'm in the first notch. If you look, it sits on that Esbit very nice. If you look, that sits on, this is not on even because of this soft thing I have it on, but this sits on it, and of course the couple sit on it. So why do I like the Esbit? A couple reasons. I can use a few different fuels. I can use these Esbit tablets that comes with it. I can use trioxane tablets that sold at military surplus. I can also put natural fuels such as wood and debris vegetation in this, dried vegetation obviously, and use it to cook. So it's just a lot of different variations with this particular setup that I can now get it off the ground. But if you remember, because of this bail system, I can simply just hang this or be able to hold it over the fire in a regular campfire type setup. So that's my setup, and I'll show you these. I like these. These are titanium. These are Sea to Summit. But you could use anything you want. You could use a hobo knife setup. You could use just a simple MRE spoon. You could just grab a spoon or whatever out of your an extra one out of your kitchen sink, out of your kitchen cabinet, whatever works for you. This is my particular setup, and I think it really works nice with the modifications I've done. It's very versatile in its setup and the way the system is designed here. So I can take everything now, put all that back together, put these couple cubes in here, and this will hold 3 or 4 cubes all together. And now I can pack all that back into that pack. So that's my setup, guys. Now keep in mind, this would not be used, would I use this for a base camp or car camping? Not really. This is more of a kit, kind of a stow and go type kit that you're going to take hiking and so forth. Keep in mind, guys, this stuff is not super heavy, but it ain't super light either. There's obviously some real high-end stuff that's titanium and all kinds of things that is much lighter. However, how much do I have in all this? With everything you see on the table here, I've added it up. I've got about $100 in that whole setup. It's just under $100, and that's including everything. So you're going to have probably, depends on what you pick, because these right here are fairly expensive. So that brings the price up. If you had just grabbed a spoon out of your kitchen cabinet, then you're not gonna have anything in that, or just grab a spoon and a fork or whatever you want to carry. MRE spoon, they're usually free if you've already bought the MRE, so forth. So you won't have anything in that. But everything else you're going to have about, the pack back there is like $16 to $18. This canteen in particular, I think I had $11 in it, which is pretty cheap. The cook set is $15. The cup, you can get those at Walmart for $5. They're like $4.99. These Esbit stoves are normally around somewhere between $5 and $10, depends on what vendor you get them from. The fish spreaders, they run about $3 to $6 a piece, and of course the split ring, that's nothing. That's a quarter, 50 cents if you want to buy one of those if you don't have one laying around your house. So it's not super expensive, but it's not super cheap either. So that brings me to the conclusion of this particular video. Here in the near future, my next video is going to be, I'm going to showcase this particular setup I have in comparison with some other setups that I could recommend to you, and I've had and used and so forth, that you can look at and kind of make your own decisions. For the money, I like this setup. It's very versatile. I can boil water, I can cook food, I can steam things. I can do a lot of different things with this setup, just because of the lids. And also, by the way, I'm going to show you this while I'm doing it. I just now thought about it. This lid does fit these cups, by the way. So for the guys looking for lids to fit their cups, their stainless cups, those do fit it. So, but anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. I think this is a great setup, and I really like it. Very simple. It's very compact. It holds everything. Not the lightest in the world, but it works really well for what it is. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions, post those below. If you have any experience with any of these, or have other modifications that you've done that you'd like to share with us that maybe we hadn't seen before, be sure to share that with us. And as always, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be bringing another video shortly. And don't forget to tune in for the next video when we do kind of a comparison of quite a few different camp cook sets. I appreciate your time, and bring another video shortly. Have a good day, guys.